Right, and the men and women that put their lives on the line for an independent Kenya had possibly imagined a far better life for themselves and for the post-colonial period. But their ideal lives contrast starkly with the reality that they now live. As the country came together to commemorate the 58th year since Kenya achieved self-rule, has the country really compensated its founding fathers and mothers for their honorary work? Ngina Kiriro tells us even more.
In the sleepy slopes of Olokrikrai area in Narok North Sub-County, this group's blood-red attire is the only indication of their honorable fight towards the free and independent Kenya that the current generation enjoys. No medals of honor adorn the walls of the home of 96-year-old Wilson Kinyanjui Tamo, a freedom fighter. Instead, old pictures stained with the history of his days as a young man dot his sitting room.
Nilishikwa kama mwaka wa 53 mpaka mwaka wa 57 nilikuwa jela.
Mzee Tamo was arrested for being among a group of people taking an oath in the forest to fight the white loyalists. He was taken to Elbargon before he was transferred to the Kerengeti Kangaroo Court. The price of Mzee Tamo's freedom was 20 shillings, which he was unable to raise, forcing him to stay behind bars for longer and endure torture.
Hiyo sasa yote ndio narudisha serikali. Tukumbuke kwa mambo hiyo yote. Maana tulipitia mambo gumu. Wamama walikuwa wanatolewa mimba.
While the capture of the prominent Mau Mau leader Field Marshal signaled what looked like the end to the Mau Mau uprising in 1956, the seed planted by freedom fighters to kick out the oppressive British colonialists continued to grow, and with it, the torture of the natives, many of whom were massacred, put in concentration camps, and had their basic fundamental rights taken from them.
Alikuwa anatuambia watoto walikuwa naletwa karibu, alafu drum inawekwa kuni mbichi, alafu mtoto wa mama, yani mtoto anahanyiwa juu ndio mama aweze kusema vile anaulizwa na wazungu.
Hiyo vita niliona ilikuwa kali sana. Kwa maana mama yetu walipelekwa mahali inaitwa Kapenguria na wakawekwa juu na kufungwa na makamba, wakaanamishwa, wakachapwa sana.
The rich and painful history of the dark times that this group faced is etched on their faces, but not many have survived to tell the events of pre-colonial Kenya. The numbers of freedom fighters are quickly dwindling, and now they fear that their families will be left with nothing since they have yet to be compensated all these years.
Nauliza serikali, sasa mimi nikianguka, miji muanguke, hii watu wote tumekuwa tunaongoza, itakuwa hawana chochote ambaye baadaye watapata.
A nation that does not honor its heroes will receive no honor amongst nations.
And indeed, Kenya has done a great disservice to a number of its founding mothers and fathers who continue to live their sunset days in misery. In 2013, the British government released 2.2 billion shillings to compensate the Mau Mau fighters. Only 5,228 members were compensated. The Mau Mau Veterans Association has vowed not to relent until the total of 70,000 deserving Mau Mau veterans are fully paid. Ngina Kiriro, NTV.